Hello, yogis. Welcome back. So, today we're going to do a yoga practice dedicated to the Emperor of the Tarot. And number 4 of the Major Arcana, number 5 of our Tarot Yoga series. And the Emperor is the king, and he is the man, he's the authority and the law. And so, as all of these archetypes represent what's going on within ourselves, he's also the king within and the emperor within, the authority within, and the final word. So I'm going to make this a power flow. It's going to be a challenging practice and it's going to be a strengthening practice. And if this isn't for you, not your speed today, you can either save this or you can go back to the Empress practice for a more gentle flow. So this will be similarly grounding, but pretty good workout as well. I'll meet you on the mat. All right, hello, it is good to be back. So those of you that have been following my classes, I've been having some difficulty with uploading videos to YouTube, and I know that I'm not the only one. We had to figure out if it was our programs or what was going on. So we finally have worked it out. We've got a system down. Let's find our comfortable seated position. Glad to be back. We'll take our sits bones down toward the earth. Send your roots into the floor. Down, down. Thighs sink down. Hips release the legs. Feel symmetry through your body. We'll inhale. Gentle lift all the way up through the spine, through the center of the crown. The central channel of the body opens. The shoulders rest. Bringing a quiet to your face. A relaxed jaw. And beginning to deepen the breath into a soft belly. Maintain your gentle height. Today, channeling our personal power and our confidence. I'm going to call the breath out now. We'll inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Drawing the breath all the way up to the chest. Feel the lungs expand. Feel free to lengthen that count a little bit if you need a little longer to fill your lungs. The next deep inhale, we'll reach through the fingertips. Draw the hands all the way up overhead, growing into the heart. Look to the thumbs and exhale. Let the hands sink down to the heart. A deep breath into Om. Following the fingers back up. Turning the palms away, imagine opening a light between the hands and clearing your space. Nice and slow. The chin sinks down, the fingers sink down. One more time, opening the shoulders. Let's inhale and rise. And exhale, bringing the hands down to the knees. So we're going to begin today with another pranayama. So if you are on your moon, you're going to skip this today and just take long, deep breaths. If you haven't eaten in the last hour, maybe 2 hours, then follow along with me now. We're going to do Kapalabhati, the skull shining breath. So taking both hands into Chin Mudra, thumb to the tip of the first finger, and palms up. And if you haven't done this practice before, you might want to start with one hand to the navel. We're going to exhale through the nose rather forcefully, as if you're blowing out a candle, but with your nose. So as you breathe out through the nose, the navel pulls in. We're going to focus completely on the exhale as we do this breath and let the inhale just happen naturally. So I'm going to count out about 30, and then as we finish the breath, I'm going to hold out, take a breath in, and I'm going to say to pull your root lock. So the pelvic floor pulls up like you're doing a Kegel exercise. Imagine the energy drawing up the spine, the navel pulls in, this prana comes up the central channel, and then we're going to tuck the chin to hold that energy inside of the body, and we're going to hold still until you need to breathe again, and then we'll move on to the second round. So to begin, we'll inhale and exhale, 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 pumping the navel through the nose. Exhale, 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 exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. Breathe in. And let's draw our lock, drawing up the pelvic floor. Drop the chin. Sitting in perfect stillness until you need to breathe, and then let the head rise up gently. Take your time. Maybe you've been up for a while. Maybe you need another moment or two, but when you do come up to a seated position, draw the head up, take one natural full breath. And today in this class, we'll take just one more round. You can do more of these on your own, and if this is part of your practice, pause the video and you can do this for as long as you like. I'm going to draw an inhale and exhale, 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 exhale. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Inhale gently. Drawing up the root lock. Tuck the navel back toward the spine. Drop the chin down and hold breath. Still. Body still. And whenever you're done, taking the hands down to the knees, drawing a full breath or two. So this is an invigorating practice. It's not great to do right before bed. It's excellent to do in the morning before you eat. Get your digestion moving. So if you're up on a blanket or a block, let's move that aside at this point. Coming into table position. And so the fingers spread wide, middle fingers point forward, wrist creases under the shoulders, knees directly under the hips, and inhale, lift to the heart, take the gaze up to the sky. Exhale, we'll draw the navel back, feel all your knuckles. Inhale. Drop the navel, lift the heart, open the throat. Exhale. Drop the tail, draw the navel back through the spine. Riding your breath through the motion. Don't push it. Just warming up, waking up. And finding a nice neutral spine. So as I said, today's class is going to move. Do what you can, make adjustments as needed, sit out if you need to as well. So we're going to step straight back to plank today. Hug the navel in toward the spine, drop the shoulders away from the ears, lengthen forward through the crown. Fingers still spread wide, feel the pads of the thumbs, outer wrist bones press down. We're going to follow the hips back. Down dog. One breath here. And then roll forward into the heart. Plank position. Let's roll it back again. Follow the hips, downward dog. Spread the shoulders out, draw the thighs back. And again, follow the heart forward, plank position. So we're going to draw the right knee toward the right elbow and hold. And then we're going to step that right foot back, take the left knee toward the left elbow and hold. Step it back. Now we're beginning to build some fire right away. We're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Right and left, right and left, right and left, right and left. Dropping the knees down. Let's tuck the toes under. Sit the tailbone back toward the heels and drop the brow to the floor. Give a little press into the palms. Opening the toe joints. Maybe press just a little deeper into the toes, only if that feels good, and then rolling back up. We're going to come now down to the elbows. Elbows directly under the shoulders, palms to the floor. With an inhale, we'll do this modified cat-cow. So inhale, gaze up to the sky. Exhale, draw the navel back. Inhale, flowing through. Keep a nice even weight through the elbows. Feel what's going on in your shoulders. Finish the breath, finish the motion. One more time, we'll pull that heart back. And find center. Now we're going to step right foot, left foot back, a low plank position. Reaching forward through the crown, drop the shoulders. Even weight through the elbows and forearms. Let's take the right toes up, wiggling out the toe joints, circling the ankle. Full body breathing. Maybe some Ujjayi breath in this practice, constricting the breath to the back of the throat. Other foot rises, left foot up, wiggling the toes, circling the ankle if you like. Keep that length through the back of the neck. One more deep breath in. If you need to use your knees, go ahead. If you can step your way up, plank position, awesome. We're going to step it back down. Step it up, left hand, right hand, step it down, right hand, left hand, other side. Step up, right hand, left hand, step down, left, right. So continue switching, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left. So leading with opposite arms, right, left, left, right, left. Did it the wrong way that time. Alright, let's drop the knees down. Step back up to the hands one last time and take the hips side to side. I told you, we're building heat this practice. Tucking the toes under, lift the hips, pressing back down dog. Let's take the right toes up and back, stretching long. Open the back of the left leg. Quiet through the elbows. Let's rise up onto the left toes. If possible, we're going to take the right knee toward the nose and round. Inhale, lengthen back and stretch. Exhale, knee toward the nose. Inhale and stretch. Keep an even weight through the hands and a nice steady motion. Inhale, lengthen back. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, powerful breath. One more time. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, pull it back and looking forward, stepping forward and through. High lunge position, rising to the fingers. Good. Let's take the left hand down. Right fingers rise and then open, opening that shoulder into our twist. Let's twist onto the thigh with the ribs. Floating the hands forward and then lift an inch off of the thigh. Stretching long. Thumbs turn down and pull it back. Follow the fingertips all the way up. Core engaged. Thumbs turn in, pull it back. Connect through that right heel. Inhale and rise. Feel your core strength. One more time, we'll come down. Inhale, rising all the way into your back bend and then the palms down. We'll step back, plank position, shift the hips, downward dog, and take the left toes up and back and stretch. Deep breath in. Exhale, knee toward the nose. In and stretch. Exhale, tuck. In and stretch. Exhale, tuck. On your breath, deep breathing. One more time, inhale back. Exhale, forward and through. Fingertips, find length back through the right inner heel. Right palm down, left fingers rise and open. We'll swivel the ribs onto the thigh. Sweep the hands forward and rise an inch off of the thigh. Back through the right inner heel. Fire in the core, the thumbs turn in, pull it back. Moving around your core, rooted to the earth. We'll rise, gentle arch, and then exhale, pull it back. Inhale and rise. Exhale, pull it back. Woo. Inhale, last time all the way up. And exhale, the palms come down. We'll step back, plank position. Lifting the hips back, downward dog, and breathe. Taking the right foot up and back. Let the right hip stack over the left, drawing back through the right knee. Keep an even weight through the hands, even in this lopsided position. If it feels good, drawing some circles with the right knee. Breathe, slow breathe, gentle space through that right hip. Stretching back through the right toes. We'll look forward, step forward and through a high lunge. So this time we're going to sweep all the way up. And then thumbs turn in, we'll pull it back. We're going to sweep forward now into a warrior three. Moving around your core, reaching back through the left inner heel. If you wiggle or fall like that, just smile and come back. Take the thumbs down, pull back, and rise. Woo! All the way into warrior three. Actually, a very small motion, just a gentle shift. One more time, we'll take the thumbs in, pull all the way up. Find your edge, fingers forward. Woo! I'm gonna blame the carpet for wiggling under my foot, but maybe we don't need an excuse. Maybe there are just wiggly days. We'll come all the way down. Step back, plank position. Shift the hips back, down dog. Take that that left foot up and back and stack the left hip over the right. Turning circles with that knee. Open space through the left hip as your hip needs. This hip might be very, very different than the right hip. One more breath. And then extend. We'll square hips forward, take the left toes back. Looking forward, stepping forward and through. Let's see if my balance is any better on this side. Inhale and rise. Exhale, we'll take the thumbs back. This time we'll move. Inhale and lift, shifting onto the left foot. Take the right heel up. And back. Pull thumbs toward the back wall. All the way up. Shift onto the left foot. Palms to face. Warrior 3. And back. Thumbs come down. Inhale, rise. Last time, palms come to face. Shifting forward, body long, core engaged. And this time we're just going to take the fingers down, take the right foot down, take the heels under the hips, and let yourself fold, forward fold. Just let it all go over the legs. Nice, quiet feet root to the earth. And maybe a little rock side to side, a little walk with the hands side to side. If you need to have a block here, you can take a block right out in front of the left foot. Take the right hand to the outside of the left calf or ankle and give yourself a pull to look under the left arm. If you don't need a block, just have your fingers out. Move that aside. One more deep breath in. And release. Other side, so either move the block over in front of the right foot, or no block, taking the left hand to the right calf or ankle, will pull to look under that right arm. And find center. So let's take the hands down now, just in front of the feet, bending your knees as much as you need to. And we're either going to take a big step or a hop back into plank position. Excellent. Shifting the heart forward. We're going to bend the elbows, hug them into the body, holding chaturanga for a breath if possible, and then coming all the way down, peeling up to cobra. Exhale, we'll take the brow down to the floor. Shoulders drop. Inhale and lift just to your edge. Maybe you're right down near the floor. That's fine. Exhale. Peel it down. Listen to your low back. Inhale. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale. And hold. And release. We'll tuck the toes under. Follow the hips all the way back. Downward dog. The right foot now steps up. We'll drop the left knee down to the floor. Sink a little into the left hip and rise. Growing all the way up into the heart. And exhale, the hands sink down, heart center, and weaving over the right thigh, taking the left elbow down and into our twist. Ujjayi breath, long deep breathing. Maybe looking back over the right shoulder, just find your edge. Now we're going to rock forward slightly, tuck the left toes under and lift the left leg. So maybe you can float the arms wide here. Maybe you can come into a bound variation, taking the left arm under the right leg and the right hand around the back, meeting at the outside of the left hip. Wherever you are, find length in your spine. One more deep breath in. Turn to your edge and release. We'll float that right arm down to the floor. Take the weight onto the right foot and shift the left toes up to the sky in a standing split. Just to your edge, feel a good stretch up the back of that right leg. Maybe you can take the right hand to the back of the calf and pull the body a little bit closer. Root to rise. Root through that right heel and foot. Mindful placement, rise through the left toes. And then we'll release the hand. If you have it held, deep breath in. And then exhale the left shin to the back of the right calf. Inhale and rise. Drawing the number 4 with our legs. Interestingly, the Emperor's number in the tarot. Inhale and rise. Exhale. Inhale and rise. 2 more times. Inhale and rise. Last time. Take it up and down. We'll take the palms now to the floor in front of the feet. Either a step back, left foot, then right foot, or a hop to the back of the mat, plank position. We'll lift the hips, down dog, and take the left toes up and back. And step it through a low lunge on this side. Dropping the right knee down to the floor. Sink a little into the right hip, and we'll take the hands up overhead. And exhale, palms to the heart. Weaving over the left thigh, taking the right elbow down and press to twist. Maybe turn the gaze back over the left shoulder. One more full body breath. Turn to the edge of your twist and then relax. We'll take the toes under, lift the right knee and continue our twist. Maybe the arms float wide, length through the spine and the back of the neck. Maybe we take the left hand around the back, right arm under the left leg, and the bind catches outside of the right hip. If that's your choice, continue length through the spine. Draw open the left shoulder. Deep breathing. One more breath. And unwind. Fingers down to the floor. Weight to the left foot. We'll take the right heel all the way up toward the sky. Standing split. Find your edge. Opening the back of the left leg, maybe taking that left hand to the back of the left calf, draw the body a little bit closer. If you feel playful and fairly confident in this posture, maybe you can try lifting up the other hand as well. Woo. One more deep breath in. And we'll draw our number 4. Exhale. Take the shin to the calf. Inhale. Send it up. Exhale. Touch. Inhale, rise. Exhale, touch. Inhale, rise. Exhale, touch. Inhale, rise. One more time. Exhale, touch. Inhale and rise and bring it down. Let's hang over the legs. Let's roll it up to stand. Growing up overhead and exhale, the hands come down. I'm going to turn to face forward just to see you, so you can see me. Let's bring the big toes fairly close together. We'll inhale the hands up overhead. Let's interlace the fingers. First fingers extend, shoulders sink down the back. Sinking into the right heel, we'll pull up and over toward the left. Side body opening and stretch through the fingertips. And grow back up Deep breath in. Sink to the left heel as you lift through the fingers, over to the right, and stretch, side body opening. Keep a little lift to the heart as you bend to your edge and then reach back up. Exhale, hands to the heart. So coming to the front of your mat, just so I can see you, we'll take that right foot back into a warrior two position. Make sure the hips are opening and passive, not closed in. Opening out that left knee a little bit. Checking your alignment. Pull that left heel back, press to the outer blade of the right foot. And a few times we'll move here. So taking the left palm up, grow to your heart. Take your time, find your edge. And we'll take the left forearm to the left thigh. The right hand sweeps up. Arm in line with the ear and open. And then follow the right fingers back. Left palm rising. All the way back. And forward. Forearm to the thigh. Right arm in line. Moving with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, all the way down this time. Spin the right hand to the floor, step the left foot back, heart forward. Let's hold chaturanga. And pull the heart through. Lift the hips back, down dog, and breathe. Bending one knee deeply, then the other. Release the low back. Feel the hips move. Looking forward, step or float to the front of the mat. Inhale and rise. Exhale and sink down. I'm going to move to the other side just so I can see you. Left foot steps back. Warrior two on this side, opening out that right knee just a bit. Let the hips be passive. Tailbone sinks down, rise from the base of the spine. Bring the right palm up, we'll pull it back to your edge and then rocking forward. Exhale, inhale as we lift back. Exhale. Keep lifting through the fingertips, rooted to the earth. Inhale. Exhale. Two more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Ooh, spinning all the way down. Stepping back. Heart forward. Through chaturanga. Lift to the heart. Rock the hips back. One knee at a time. Let's bend. Walking it out. And one more standing posture here, looking forward, step or float. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. All right, so often seated to his throne, I'm going to do a few chair pose kind of variations, but I'm going to start with a block in front here. I'm going to take our left foot to the floor. This is a standing pigeon pose we'll begin with. So taking the right ankle just above the left knee and hands to the heart, a little flex to the left foot. So you can be right here just working on your balance. Or you can draw the navel in. You come to sit back to your chair, opening that right hip. So listening very carefully to the hip. What's going on? Deep breathing. Maybe you can bring your fingers down to a block. So if that's too much, I want you to just stay in your balance, ease to your edge, keep practicing. If you need a wall for support, feel free to move. If you can come a little lower, be honest with your body. Maybe you don't need the block here. You can take your fingers to the floor and let the head sink down. And then we'll roll it back up with control. Let's draw that right knee up and in. Just for a few breaths, we'll kick that heel back. Warrior 3 position, so the body comes level to the floor. Imagine you're being pulled by your heel, pulled by your wrists, the shoulders release down the back, fire in your core. We'll rock it back up to stand. Let's take a few full body breaths. Exhale, release down over the legs, swan dive forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Flat back as you rise, grow to your heart. Exhale, swan dive, open the shoulders, release, melt over the legs. Inhale and rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. Feel that open center, grounding to the right foot. Switching sides, so we'll take that left ankle over the right knee, little flex to the foot, and either hold right here. You can have hand to the wall if you're just working on balance today, that's fine. Both feet can be different, or maybe you draw the navel in and you're sitting to your chair. Maybe taking the fingers down to block or floor and bow. Opening that hip, root to the center of the earth through the right foot. Maybe focus on continuing that Ujjayi breath. One more good breath in through the body. And gently we'll roll back up like you're on strings. Draw the left knee up and in. We'll float the hands up overhead and kick back through the left heel. Warrior 3 on this side, shoulders release down the back. Feel like you're being gently pulled forward and back. Let's just shift our way back up. And again, just a few swan dives down. This time let's roll up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Rise. Exhale, swan dive down. Roll up through the spine. Rise. Exhale, the hands come down. Let's rock forward and we're going to come into a balance on our toes and hold for a few breaths here. Opening the toe joints. We'll come into our twist now, taking a block in most cases to the outside of the right thigh and the left hand across the body, the right fingers rise. So in some cases, people can bring their fingers all the way to the floor. That's fine if you can. Grow to your heart. Only twisting to your true edge. And back. If this is too much for the toes, you can come out at any point. Right hand across the body. Left fingers rise, opening into the heart. And back to center. If you're using a block, let's move that away. We'll get off the toes in just a moment. Let's turn that toes where they are, heels turn together, knees turn out. We'll walk forward and take a bow. Brow down toward the floor, tailbone down toward the floor, opening the toe joints. Opening into the hips. And then gently we'll walk the hands back up, bring the knees together, and just shift back onto the tail. So coming up to the very front of your mat, and notice the state of your back, of your floor. I've got a nice soft carpet with a mat on top. If you have a wood floor, maybe a little much for your spine, but if it feels okay, taking hold of the backs of the legs, rocking out your spine. So this can be, in some cases, a very nice massage. So I'd like you to think for a moment as you rock about your potential shoulder stand practice. If you're on your moon and just beginning, let's not take the hips up for a prolonged time over the head. If you have neck and shoulder problems today, you can just come down to the back and take the toes to the sky. So either you're going to come down like this, or if it's in your practice, you feel comfortable, you can roll your way right up into a shoulder stand. So the hands come down, and we'll press our way up, walking the elbows a little closer together. Feel the weight in the backs of the arms, keep it out of the head and neck. Rooting through the upper body, the arms, the shoulders. Floating through the lower body to the sky. Hips up through the toes. And take any joint openers you like here. Maybe the legs come wide. Maybe any variations. Hip openers. Walking in space. As you like. Maybe you can touch down for plow. Or towards plow. So if your toes come about down to here, they don't touch the floor, keep supporting your low back. If your toes come all the way to the floor behind you, taking the palms to the mat behind you or in front of you, as the case may be. Deep breathing here. Maybe dropping knees a little closer to the ear. And release. If you're on your back, just enjoying that blood flow from the toes into the body, upper body. And we'll roll out now one vertebrae at a time. So if you had your hands supporting your back, take them down to the floor now. We'll roll it out nice and slow. Another good back massage on the way down. And let's all meet with our low back to the floor, toes to the sky. Taking a few breaths for those of us who just joined, the rest of you. And let's sink into the low back, engage the core, and lower that right heel down. And then inhale it back up. My blocks get in the way here, I'm gonna move back. And then exhale the left heel down. Inhale, pulling it back up. And switch, right heel down. Inhale, rise, left heel down. Inhale, rise on your breath. Exhale down. Inhale, rise. Exhale down. Inhale, rise. One more time, left leg. And now if it's okay with your low back, we're going to take both legs together. Exhaling down, keep the low back rooting down toward the floor, sinking down toward the floor, and the core engaged and strong. Exhale, lower heels down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. You can always move back to one leg at a time if this is too much for your body right now. Exhale, down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Two more times. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And hugging the knees into the body. Relax back. Back of the head open. Shoulders release. We'll take a shift side to side. let's take a reclined Gomukhasana. So we're going to take, or cow face pose, we're going to take the right knee and stack it on top of the left knee. So the knees together. If this isn't possible, I'm going to ask you to take a reclined pigeon pose. So just the right ankle across the left knee, and you'll catch the back of the left thigh or front of the shin, pull the legs in toward the body. If Gomukhasana is available, we're going to take the hands to the outsides of the shins, which are now on the insides as the legs are crossed, and work the hands toward the ankles, or in some cases the outer blades of the feet. Just find your edge and gently work the legs in toward the shoulders, releasing back. Let the eyes close. Maybe just a slight tuck to the chin. Long, deep breathing. Slow the breath cycle. Starting to quiet. And then we'll release the feet or the shins. And if possible, we're going to stack the shins together, right over left. Sink the knees over toward the left. Maybe take a little shift of the hips toward the right and let the legs release. So if you want to bring a block under the knees for support, feel free. If having your legs crossed was a little much for your body today, just uncross. Let the legs hang over. Wherever you'd like to be for this twist, maybe you can take a look over the right fingertips. Make sure that right shoulder is down, engaged with the floor, and if it's coming up, then maybe do support yourself with some blocks and make that the edge of your twist. Make sure you can draw a deep, full breath as well, and if your breath is constricted here, ease out of your twist just slightly. Roll the knees back to center. Uncross the legs, feet to the floor. Shift the hips back to center, and then windshield wiping out the legs to release the low back. And we'll find center. So let's take the other side, either crossing the left ankle over the right knee or stacking the left knee over the right knee. If Gomukhasana, reclined Gomukhasana is in your practice today. So taking the hands to the shins, maybe the ankles, maybe the outer blades of the feet, and welcoming those legs in. Get a good outer hip stretch on the left side here. Shoulders relaxed, back of the head relaxed to the floor. A continuous gentle welcoming of the legs toward the body. Deep breath. One more deep inhale. And then we'll release our hold. If it feels good to you, a cross-legged twist. If you want to uncross, feel free. Just dropping the knees over and shift the hips over to the left a little bit. Release back into that left shoulder. Again, use blocks or blankets for support under your knees if your shoulder's lifting up or you need some support in this twist. So looking left over the fingers if that feels okay to your body. Make sure you're drawing nice, gentle, deep breaths and you're able to complete your breath here. One more good deep breath. And we'll untwist. Turn the palms down. Work the knees knees back to center. Shift the hips back to center. Again, let's drop knees one side and the other side. Deep breathing, and we'll find our happy baby. So either just pull the shins down toward the floor beside you, or work the knees down toward the floor by holding the outer blades of the feet. To give my toes a little crack there. And then maybe a shift side to side to continue releasing the back. All the muscles around the spine relax. Finding center, we'll extend one leg. We'll extend the other leg. And if you'd like to do any other poses or postures or motions in this practice, feel free. If you are ready for Shavasana, let's take our legs out long. Move my block. Fix my mat. Toes flop out to the sides, toward the outer edges of the mat, the palms up. The shoulders walk down, away from the ears, a little tuck to the chin. Let's integrate all of that work, that yang, that masculine, powerful practice. Let it sink in. Letting the eyes go, letting the ears quiet. Feel the full weight of your head gently to the floor. Nice clear throat, relaxed sides of the neck. Let the shoulders give in and the arms melt and the palms and fingers release. Relaxing the back to the floor. Relaxing the heart and the chest. Letting go of the belly. Any tension or holding through the belly, the organs, the sides. And let the hips and pelvis completely relax. And let the hips release the upper legs. And the knees release the lower legs. And the ankles release the feet. And the feet release the toes. Let there be space through your body. Imagine space through the cells of your body. And a letting go. So I'm going to ask that you remain in Shavasana for as long as is appropriate to your body today. And gently make my way up. Whenever you are ready to come up, begin by deepening your breath. I always like to sit for a moment as I come up and take some slow breaths to integrate the restfulness of Shavasana. With an inhale, let's pull the hands together. Only if you have chosen to come up out of Shavasana. Otherwise, I'm just going to sing Om to you. Deep breath in. Om.